Simone, come. Come here, babe. Come. Sit next to me, right here. Because I'm not about to play this game with you all season, Miss Thing. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. I wanted to bring you a review for Married to Medicine season 11 episode 1. Okay, before we get into this review, go ahead and hit the like button for me. When you hit the like button, not only is it a free way to support my channel, but it's also a way of letting YouTube know that I'm here and that you all are rocking with my commentary. So YouTube starts to shoot my content out to other viewers just like you, an audience who ordinarily would not get an opportunity to connect with my channel. That being said, y'all, I really felt like this was just an okay start to this season. I mean, we're picking up where we left off from last season. That was to be expected, but it just felt a little stale for me. I feel like certain scenarios are just being dragged out beyond what they need to be. But in any case, let's just go ahead and jump into it. How did y'all feel about this episode? I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. You know, as a premiere, I just expected a little bit more because maybe because it's Married to Medicine. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me. So let's just go ahead and get into the review. We start the episode with Simone and Cecil planning a freaknick party, but they're naming it Whitnick. Cecil is asking Simone who she invited. She says everyone that I talked to, passive aggressively saying everyone except for Quad. Next up, we have Heavenly going over to Quad's house. She brings her some flowers. Heavenly apparently is one of the only people who reached out to Quad and apologized to her. She's been keeping up with Quad. I actually think that Heavenly is smart in that way. She peeped the social media backlash. She didn't want that smoke. Heavenly says that nobody deserves that. Now, for Heavenly to be the pettiest one in the group and to acknowledge this and to have some sort of emotional awareness about the situation, I can respect that. Now, Heavenly also says in this scene that, you know, I apologize for a lot of ish, but, you know, I don't always mean it, but this time I mean it. I believe that she means it in this scenario. We'll play it by ear, actually, because Heavenly likes to play this game where she says like really vicious and venomous things to people, and then she'll be like, I take it back. You can't take things back. So we'll see. Cecil is asking Simone, what is the difference between you and Quad falling out and you and all the other ladies falling out? Simone says the women invite me over, I invite them over, and we're able to mend things. Here in this moment, you have an opportunity to extend an invitation to Quad in the same way you and the other women do it with each other. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the real issue. Simone is basically saying that Quad was upset about what people on social media were saying about her throwing out the information about her family member who had that tragic accident. And it's like, Simone, she was rightfully upset. I know that Quad can be dramatic, but she was rightfully upset. The audience was rightfully upset. It was triggering. You just threw that information out there. It was kind of wild. And for you to be someone who calls yourself a friend, it was just so completely insensitive. And it's like, girl, read the room. You're trying to make a point. You want to be right at all costs. See, the people who want to be right at all costs scare me kind of, because they have no emotional check-in. They have no self-awareness. It's all about furthering their own narrative. It's not about peace. I don't know. This is just weird. The energy is weird, because am I the only one that remembers when Simone and Quad were actually friends? Am I making this up? Is this like a fever dream when Simone was going through some situation with her father? Did she lose her father and Quad was helping her to find him? Am I making this up? Next up, we have Letitia and Greg meeting up at Phaedra's house. Letitia is taking swim lessons. Greg and Phaedra are talking about the back and forth that happened between Letitia and Heavenly. In the next scene, we have Damon, Heavenly, Cecil, and Simone having hibachi together. Heavenly is talking about the situation that went down with her and Letitia, and Damon mentions that he and Greg are still trying to mend their relationship. Now remember, Greg and Damon fell out because Letitia called Damon a cheater after Heavenly was talking about Letitia and Greg's relationship. So at the reunion, Damon was asking Gregory, "Do you think I'm a cheater?" Gregory responded and said, "I don't know what you do, bruh." And Damon was really upset by that. And Damon, towards the end of the episode, is saying, like, as my friend, you know my character, I expected you to, you know, stick up for me in that moment, which I understand. But it's like, if we beefing in the moment, I get where Greg is coming from, but I also get where Damon is coming from. Now, is it just me, or does it seem a little bit manipulative of Damon to go so hard about Gregory taking up for him on whether or not he knows him to be a cheater? Damon, I remember years ago when you said that you expect Heavenly to take you back if you were to cheat, but you didn't know if you could forgive her if she were to cheat on you. So get out of my face with this shit, Damon. I kind of wish that Gregory stood on it. Maybe I'm messy for that, but in any case, Heavenly says to Simone, "At this point, I think you owe Quad an apology." Simone says, "Okay, you're right. I do owe her an apology. I should not have described what happened to her family member in that way." So this whole episode, I noticed Cecil is taking up for Quad. He's really trying to get his wife and Quad to mend fences. Simone said, "Quad's representative, you need to be quiet." All right, now, so we're at the freaknick party. I'm not going to lie, y'all. When Cecil stepped out of that car, I said, who is this man? Who is this man? Because it looks like my type. Y'all, he had on a fitted, he had on shades, he had on like this New Balance athletic department t-shirt. Cecil kind of looked like one of the niggas I would talk to, but just like at a glance, like I didn't clock that it was him at first, and I was like, whoa. Period. Anyway, T.S. Madison was in the building, so shout out to Maddie. Greg, Letitia, Dr. Contessa, and Toucan Sam pull up together. Jackie is like, oh Lord, this lady done brought Contessa to the party. And Heavenly is like, now why would Letitia bring Contessa up here? Are they about to try to whip my ass together? Now remember, Contessa and Heavenly left off on a negative note a couple of seasons back because Contessa and Toucan Sam were having marital issues, and I tried to hold it. I tried to hold that shit together. Contessa and Toucan Sam are having marital issues. Okay. And Heavenly was talking about it on her YouTube channel. Now, Contessa got upset about this. She feels like, oh, Heavenly, you're supposed to be my friend. You shouldn't be talking about it. I get that there's a line that Heavenly toes in her friendships. It makes people uncomfortable because she talks about things very candidly on her YouTube channel. Contessa, you did bring this to the forefront. We were all mad at him. It's like, y'all bring up that these men are doing whatever in the streets, or she said, well, I don't know what he does, alluding to, implying that he could be cheating. And we were all upset for you, and we all wanted you to leave him. We also learned that he wasn't supportive of you in other ways. So we wasn't rocking with Scott. We still not rocking with, well, I can only speak for myself. I'm not rocking with Scott, okay? And the problem is that, you know, y'all make up with these niggas after they dog you out, and then y'all expect us to forget, and we ain't forget about it. You can't unring a bell, can't unsee it. Contessa greets the women. She's hugging the girls. Heavenly goes up and hugs her. Contessa embraces her, and then in the confessional, she's like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Did she just hug me? Is it because I'm in costume? She doesn't know it's me. Contessa, I'm going to have to clock you right there, sister, because if you didn't want a hug from Heavenly, if you didn't want her to embrace you, then you would have just said, I'm not ready for that. Let's slow down on the hugs for right now. Hi, how are you? Why are you going to be fake to her face? So Quad pulls up late. Simone is pressed. In Simone's confessionals, she says that she doesn't care what anyone says. She speaks her mind, she speaks her authentic feelings, and maybe the pressure from online made Heavenly and Jackie want to apologize to Quad. Girl, you are still being so hostile, so venomous. This lady already apologized to you. What more do you want from her, really, Simone? What is the real issue? You know, I think a big part of Simone's beef with Quad is that Quad won't kiss her ass. Also, remember when last year Simone was going on about how she wasn't friends with Quad anymore because she didn't want Toya to be mad at her? So this is how I know Simone is really petty as hell, and I'm not entertaining this with her. Now, even Toya is being reasonable in this situation. Toya, of all people. By the way, Toya looks so fab in her confessional. I think it was like a pink top, a purple bottom. Jewel tones look really, really good on Toya. I mean, Toya is a gorgeous woman. I don't think I've ever seen Toya look bad, to be honest with you. Now, Toya ain't my favorite, but one thing Toya is going to do, baby, that lady is going to pull a look. Toya be pulling some looks, honey. So then the DJ announces Toucan Sam. This man gets up on the stage. He starts rapping again. I absolutely hate this for everybody involved. It's corny. It doesn't sound good. Now, I could see if Toucan Sam had a little bit of a flow, or if he used to really rap back in the day, and you could tell he still like got some bars, he got some flow, he got a nice delivery. And here's the thing, like there are a lot of older cats in rap who like are really good rappers who are still doing their thing, and Scott is just, he's not that dude. Like, if Scott got up on the mic and he was, like, really nice and he spit something, I'll be like, okay, Scott, like, period. And here's the thing. I'm all for people doing their art and being brave and everything like that. It takes a lot of bravery to get up there and, you know, show people what's in your heart, what's in your soul. But, Scott, I'm going to be mean to you because you're mean to Contessa and I don't like you. We have Letitia approaching Damon at the party. Heavenly walks up, confrontational, of course. Heavenly says, send your mama to talk to me. Letitia says, if your wife says one more disrespectful thing, I'm sending a cease and desist. Yeah, this is old and tired for me. At this point, I don't care anymore about the spat between Sweet Tea and Heavenly. It needs to be dead. Damon wanted Gregory to validate their friendship to some degree. I guess I do get that, but I don't know. This just felt stale. This felt stale, and I'm just like, how long are y'all going to drag this out? The thing is with Married to Medicine is my expectation, the bar, they already set the bar so high that now I'm just like, Simone, stop playing this game, girl. Stop it for real. Because you know you were wrong. And you're talking about, oh, I don't know why these girls apologize so fast. Maybe it's because they have emotional awareness. Simone, you're really out here acting like an asshole for real. And it just doesn't look good on you. Y'all, can I tell y'all something? Simone used to be one of my favorites. It was always Simone and Quad for me. Always. And then after a while, Heavenly started to grow on me. Y'all know how I feel about people who are sassy and wrong. Simone, you brought up that woman's family member who passed away in a very tragic way to make a silly little point about how much of a friend you are. And she never brought up the things that she done for you. She never itemized the friendship with you. I noticed that. But for you to throw that in her face and she's sitting there and weeping and crying and you didn't even get up to console her, it really lets me know what type of person you are. What is it really about Quad that has you so stirred up in your spirit? Anyway, y'all, that was the episode. It wasn't a whole lot to it. Go ahead and get down in the comments with me. Let me know how you felt about this premiere episode. You know, I'm still going to watch. I'm still going to review. But this wasn't a banger for me. I wanted a banger for the premiere. So go ahead and hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting. And I will see y'all for the next one. Peace.